Hey everyone, so one of the biggest ladder trends in national decks as of late has been Choice Scarf Great Tusk. I feel like every time you run into this mon, it's just Choice Scarf and nothing else these days, because people really do like the surprise factor. I'm all for it too, I love random Scarfers and Great Tusk definitely fits that vibe, however, we have a pretty offensive team, so I definitely need to get my plays right with it to win games in this video. I think I'm going to go for the win here with the Greninja though, because once I get Battle Bond, I kind of just OHKO all of their Pokemon. I do have to get up Hazards and break the Terapagos' ability first though, so I'm really thinking what I'll do is lead off with Tornadus here. It doesn't have a bad lead matchup. I'm pretty sure I live Choice Scarf Stone Edge. I've done this before, so let's just go for Supersonic Sky Strike. I'm pretty sure they're going to Rocks anyway, because this is like their only rocker, so we bring it down to a Sash, as they're going to go ahead and get up the rocks like I thought. And I can just click Knock Off now. Knock that out, and nobody really wants to be in on Tornadus if I'm being honest, but their team is pretty hyper offensive, so I'm pretty sure that they're just going to start setting up with people. Maybe the Cerulege, which I just gotta not give weak armor. There's the Cerulege. So I just gotta land a Hurricane, and we can do some work against this mon right now. So we're able to do just that. What do? They SD right up. Okay. So now I know they're going to go for the Bitter Blade, which is annoying because it'll heal all of their health. So I'm not actually the biggest fan of this situation. Maybe Landorus lives the hit, and I can go out into that. It lives it alright. I mean, like, if they have Shadow Sneak, I'm a bit dead here, but I'm going to try to get up my Hazards right now and see how they react to that. I think they're just going to go for Shadow Sneak and knock me out, and then I can just go Greninja after. It goes for Bitter Blade. So unfortunately, I was planning on going for a game with Greninja, but I kind of just have to use it right here. They're off a Surf because they have no switch-ins to it. Actually goes hard to Terapagos, which I don't know if this wants to take me on. It's going to go for Rapid Spin. I think I just attack here. Well, how does this work out? I 1v1 this, they go Ogerpon. That is kind of bad. I think I keep this and win with it later, and just go out into somebody else here on the Rapid Spin. Like you, for instance. There it is, okay. And I can just throw off Choice Scarf Close Combat now and knock that Pokemon out. I think once I get up a Spike, we're going to be good to go into the rest of their team with my Greninja. So that's the goal right here. Let's see whether or not we can get this to work out, though, because I might just lose to Zamazenta before any of that happens. Let's go Tornadus here as they SD right up. That's kind of scary. I don't like that one bit. What are they doing though? That's the question. Knock off, and that's not able to knock me out because I do have a Z move. So thankfully we didn't lose to SD Val right there. I really thought that might sweep me. I mean, I could have close combated, but it would have done no damage, like 30. I don't think that puts it in range of Water Shuriken, so I figured just going Tornadus and trying to knock it out was the best play. Thankfully, they didn't have anything like Spirit Break or anything too scary. Why do I feel like this is going to go for SD into Superpower? I'm actually going to go Great Tusk. As it goes for Cudgel, so I mean, I just Headlong Rush here and kind of try to break through their team. They have Zamazenta to come in, which is going to be that IDEF variant, right? But I just go hard into you. I don't think you have... First of all, I got a defense boost, which is funny, but I don't think you have the Heavy Slam, man. Yeah, you have Crunch, so you're super dead, and we are going to win this game right now. There we go. We have a second game against Peck's Zapdos core. Okay, so if I want to break this team, my Mega Gardevoir is actually really good at doing that. I can definitely try to endgame with Greninja again, but it's going to be tricky when they have Toxapex, so got to keep that in mind. In terms of lead, I think I'll just lead off with my Ferrothorn and try to get a knockoff early on somebody. Zapdos lead is actually really annoying for me here. I don't have a ton for that Mon. Yeah, I just gotta like Hyper Voice through it, or Ice Beam with Greninja, really. That's my ways to threaten that Mon. So let's go for knockoff right now. They're gonna try to get their Scald Burn. Probably immediately, no? Okay. We'll take it. Get rid of the Heavy Duty Boots. Now I can go for Spikes. Still no burn. Okay, I love to see it. I think I'll go Tornadus. No, that's not the correct play. Let's just Leech Seed. They do eventually get their burn. I think now I go this, because yeah, they're going to go Zapdos, and I think they're going to try to defog here, but I'm going to get a Taunt off first. So out comes Ting-Lu. I could choose to take this damage, but also I think they get the static immediately, really. That's annoying, but we can go Zapdos. We can go Zapdos. We can go Gardevoir. And just throw off a Hyper Voice right now. They have no good switch-ins to this. I mean, Pex might come out, but I don't think that really wants to take the hit. So getting this hit off on Zapdos is huge. I needed that to win this game. So Psyshock should do the rest. I'm just going to click Psyshock here. Because Pex might come out, right? You wouldn't go out into one of the dark types on another Hyper Voice. I guess there's really no reason to predict, though, but I will. Yeah, because they go Pex. They have to go Pex. Now they might switch out into one of these other guys again. I'm going to Hyper Voice here on Tingaloo. There we go. And now I'm just getting a ton of damage off on everybody, which is what I needed. So Zapdos is low. We're able to knock out the Tingaloo for free right there. Out comes Tyranitar to Pursuit Trap me, so that's annoying. However, I think I might be able to win right now if I just go for this Hyper Voice and then go Greninja. Yeah, that's what we're going to try. Let's go right for Surf, try to get this kill. They might go Pex, but I don't think Pex takes Surf into Dark Pulse after. Looks like the second Surf might just kill too. But I'll Dark Pulse just because we can try to win with this later, worst case. I think they're going to try to get in Zamazenta on a hard switch right now, which would make a lot of sense. Nope, they actually don't, so I think they might have lost. I don't know why they didn't go out into like Iron Valiant or Zamazenta there, but I think we just OHKO everybody, do we not? I do have to be careful, because if this doesn't win, then Zapdos wins for them, probably. Well, it's not completely true. Out comes Ival. I'll Shuriken, just in case this has a Vacuum Wave. Like, why not? I definitely don't want to let this get out of hand, so... Like, this could be Choice Specs Vacuum Wave right here, so the best play is to go for Water Shuriken and get the kill. So out comes this. How much did Dark Pulse do earlier to this? I don't think we ever actually Dark Pulsed it, but... either way, I'll go for Dark Pulse now, as they go ahead and recover, but they can't continue doing this forever. I may have to switch out this Pokemon at some point, though. Just because it's my one way to beat Zapdos reliably. I see that that's their plan. They're trying to win with that Pokemon. So yeah, we'll keep it now at this health, and switch out. And go... who? Tornadus. Okay, but Z-move should kill this, so I think we're going to be fine here. Yeah, there we go. I just needed to make sure Zapdos went down, and then I would be fine. But that mon walls a lot of my team. I'm glad they let me Hyper Voice it. Could have been annoying otherwise. Okay, we should be able to just go U and Headlong Rush spam for the win now. Is what it looks like. They don't have Dauntless Shield boost, so I think we are good to go. Good night, and there's no way that Toxapex can 1v1 me and heal at the same time. Got our next game. This team is potentially weak to Gardevoir too, so I definitely want to try to make plays with that. I also really do like my Choice Scarf Great Tusk right here. What I'm going to do is, I think, try to get up Hazards right away again. They might lead Gliscor, and then they would have to fear the knockoff, so they'll go for Protect. I can get up a Spike, and it'll be a good time, basically. So that's kind of my goal right now. Worst case, what I'll have to do is go Tornadus after I get up the Spike and eat a Toxic, but I don't think that's the biggest deal. Hopefully they're just knockoff, though, because, like, knockoff Gliscor doesn't threaten Tornadus at all. And then they have to switch into Hurricanes, which their team doesn't really do very well, so... yeah, that would be a really good situation to be in. What would be a bad situation to be in is the question, though. I do have to keep my Landorus healthy for Zamazenta here, so let's keep that in mind. It's hard to want to keep Lando, though, when they have a Kyurem on their team, but if I have to, I have to, right? Is it Gliscor? Yeah, it's always Gliscor, dude. Anybody who has Gliscor leads Gliscor. So are you going to not go for Protect here, just risking the knockoff? I could totally go for knockoff. They're going to Protect. I feel like you'd never risk the Toxic Orb not activating. I mean, I guess you could go for knockoff of your own or a Hazard if you really want to, but they always go for Protect, yeah. I knew this is how this game was going to start, so now I'm going to go Tornadus, hoping they knock off or get up a Hazard. Yeah, they also just get up Hazards, okay. Let's go ahead and get a Hurricane off. I don't think they have, what's it called? They're going to try to Protect eventually. I don't think they have a way to actually get around me. They know I have a Z move, which is why I'm really confused as to why they're doing this. So there's the Protect. Now I'll drop my Z move. I mean, it's so obvious that I am, though. Should I even do it? They're switching out. Yeah, they're always switching out that turn. So there's a Toxic, but now I actually get to click it and threaten somebody for a KO. So they might go Terapagos here, is what I'm thinking. Nope, I knock out Gliscor. Beautiful. That's actually such a good turn. Are you Scarfed? No, you're not. Okay. Oh, you actually don't go for the... Okay, hold on. Do I Rapid Spin here? How badly do I need the hazards going? This is super bulky. What? Why did that eat that up? Well, anyway, I'll knock it out and get a spin off later is the idea, but I can't believe that just ate my hit straight up. That's crazy. Oh, is this trying to SD here and just win? I don't think it can, though. Because if I go Greninja, you take too much damage, right? Or I go Landorus and try to beat it that way. Yeah, there's that. Now I taunt it here. No SD again for you. I could get up rocks, but I think I have to weaken this is the more important thing right now. So it goes for knockoff, gets rid of my item. And then it's able to knock me out, however. Doesn't Greninja just come in here and surf? Goes Pex. I get a crit. I don't know if that put it in range of Dark Pulse, but I'm just going to click it here. So now they go hard Zamazenta. If this has Heavy Slam, I don't think I can actually beat it, but we're going to really hope it doesn't. Right, we're going to get our Rapid Spin off, which is great. If you're Heavy Slam, I just lose, right? Because yeah, I don't think there's anything I can really do about that. We'll get our Dauntless Shield boost and hope that actually allows me to live, but I don't think it would actually make a difference. Crunch. Okay, perfect. I can live that. And I can live this Bullet Punch, I think, due to my ability right now. We'll Calc, just because I kind of need to. Yeah, I think if I put +1 defense on Mega Gardevoir, it does 63 to 75. And I'm at 77, so... They have attack investment. Okay, that's what that means. So I have to go U here and Dark Pulse. I don't think they can actually stop me right now. They took no damage. Never mind, they can stop me. What? Would they double out into Scizor? No, they just DD. That's fine, I think. Oh, is it sub though? Because that's not fine if it's sub. Yeah, it's just sub DD. Okay, well, I still end up losing this, unfortunately. I can't believe my Gardevoir died to Mega Scizor. It had to have max attack investment, I think. In which case, it does always kill, yeah. So, it was like an offensive Mega Scizor set, and that was able to do the job, so... GG's. Got our next game. I really like how my opponent's team looks. It looks like something I would build, however. What I want to try to do in this game is... I mean, Greninja can win, but they have a Mega Lopunny, so not really. I wish I had the rock move on Great Tusk. Maybe I should just put a rock move on it. But over what, though? Like, I want the other moves, too. Okay, anyway, we're gonna lead off with Great Tusk and hope they get careless and lead like Lopunny and try to U-turn. That would be really funny. Ends up being Garchomp. I think I'm just gonna throw out Ice Spinner. Like, it's pretty obvious that I might, however... I don't want to let them get up rocks for free. As long as they don't Flame Body me with Moltres, I'm not too upset about the situation, so it's fine. It was Ferrothorn. Okay, so they knew I was going to do this. Are you Rocky Helmet too? No, it's just leftovers. Okay. So I'm going to go... Well, would they Thunder Wave? I can't really let Ferrothorn take damage when Tapu Lele is there, so I gotta go U. As this goes for a Spike. Okay. But I just Heat Wave now. And almost knock that out. They do have the Thunder Wave. That's really uncommon, but I guess they wanted it. I'll just try to hit Hurricane through my para right now. I mean, I just don't want to burn my Z move as they stay in, because I want to use that to break something later. Or should I just use it? I'm just going to use it, whatever. If they switch out, I get heavy damage on somebody. I don't think this will kill, but it'll force it to roost. That is super Spit F. What? That has to be. Okay, we don't get full paired, so we're able to get our U-turn off. That is so Spit F, it's crazy. Maybe I should have knocked there, actually. Didn't really think about that too much. Anyway, I go U and Psyshock. Because there's Spit F, this should do a lot of damage, I would imagine. And then the U-turn, which shouldn't actually hurt that badly, I would hope. But yeah, I can't believe how little that took. That was crazy. I feel like I gotta run more Terrapagos teams. That mon is so good. You can just say no to any one win condition with that mon. So how much does this do? That still did nothing. Okay, but they didn't actually click anything too scary there. So we're gonna Psyshock again. Because I need to threaten this for the KO. If they go Ferrothorn, that's fine. I'll Hyper Voice after. I feel like they might switch out into like... I mean, Garchomp would be an aggro play. They just give me Moltres. That is so good because I can Headlong Rush spam with the Great Tusk now, not have to think. So out comes Lopunny. How much do I value Lando? I mean, it stops the Garchomp, I guess. I think I just sack off my Paralyzed Tornadus. It's already used its Z move. I don't really value that at all. As they do actually opt to U-turn here, so that's fine. Who's coming out? Garchomp? Okay, that's totally cool. I'm just gonna U-turn and hope you don't get full paras. If they get a full para here, then what I'll have to do is go Gardevoir to prevent the Scale Shot, but that's fine, I think. These hazards have to go at some point. I don't think now is that time. I think now is the time to go U, and either get up my own hazards or just Earth Power them down. Oh, are you SD Scale Shot Rocks or are you SD Z move? It's SD Z move. I'm going to predict Z move here. As it SDs again, that's fine. I get the Vacuum Wave off and that puts them in range of everything I want. So goodbye to that. I'll just go Greninja right now and click Ice Beam. I think they're kind of forced to give me a Mon in this spot, maybe? And then they might have to give me the Terrapagos' ability too, which is really what I'm looking for. I need that thing. I also need to find a turn to click Rapid Spin, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to Ice Beam here. They might sack off the Ferrothorn, as they actually go hard to Lopunny. Pretty aggro play. I'm just going to make the same play that I was going to before, where I try to sack off my Tornadus. They click Return now, for sure. But I still sack this off. To go U. I'm going to Rapid Spin. They might stay in here and knock me out, but I don't think there's a whole lot for me to do about that. Is it even worth Rapid Spinning, though? Or should I just Headlong? Headlong Rush might be the correct play. And by might, I think it is. It's just the problem of Terrapagos. Okay, they end up sacking off the Garchomp, so Rapid Spin might have been nice. However, I still think we have a chance. They go Lopunny. Okay, wait, so they're willing to click Fake Out. I sack off my Landorus just because it doesn't even beat. Well, the Garchomp's dead. I don't need it anymore. It's Earth Power here. We've kept our Lele counter, and Ferrothorn is low. Did they crit me? Why did that do so much more? Oh, no, that was a close combat the first time. What am I saying? Okay, so how do I win? I think I have to go U and click Water Shuriken here to win. They might keep this, but I really doubt it. They have Quick Attack and we double down. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. Really wasn't expecting that there. So at this point, I do lose to Terrapagos if they just have Flamethrower plus Terra Starstorm. I could bank on them not being Scarf Lele, but they haven't shown a Scarfer, so it's going to be Scarf Lele. Okay, we're going to play off a Choke then. We're going to really hope that they don't click an attack here. Come on, go for Rapid Spin. You know you want to. You have no reason to, but if you do, then I can win. No, they just Ice Beam. Yeah, they win the game. I mean, my one chance is you not having Flamethrower. But you do. Okay, GG's. Yeah, I don't think I could stop that. We have another game. They have no good Gardevoir switch in, but could be Avialo. Superior I love to see. That's one of my favorite Pokemon, and you don't see it very often on ladder anymore, so kind of cool. But let's lead off with Tornadus. I think I'm clicking Z move, just because I don't want to get glared here turn 1, as they do just stay in. Yeah, people just love to stay in on Pokemon that can OHKO them, so goodbye. And they forfeit. Well, that was a pretty quick way to break our losing streak, and now we have this team with an Alomomola. People love that mon so much, man. I'm just going to lead off with... Let's go Great Tusk, as it ends up being Alomomola, of course. So they're going to get to flip turn or knock off here. Actually goes for Scald though, so I do get a kind of free turn out of this, which is nice. I'm gonna try to knock off an item of my own here. Are you Z-move? You are Z-move. Okay, good to know. Let's go Landorus on the nasty plot, and I think I'm just gonna get up rocks, because they're gonna switch out, yeah. They don't want to, like, risk that at all. So now they're gonna flip turn for sure. Just go back to you. I mean, that's just the nature of fighting an Alamomola, right? So they could nasty plot again. I kind of want to keep Greninja healthy, but I also think I need to use it to break, potentially. Goes for Shadow Ball. Okay, so now they might click a Z move here, is what I'm thinking. No, they just go Aloe again. Which I don't really threaten with anybody. I guess I go U, and I think I go back to Tornadus here on the Golden Go. Because we're able to get our Heat Wave off. Doesn't do a ton, but I can just spam that a bit. Okay, let's knock off now. Get rid of that Assault Vest finally. So my Gardevoir is actually an opening now, but I don't like Alamomola. That mon is so annoying. Let's click. What are they gonna do? Probably Diamond Storm. Moonblast. Okay, can I live Mystical Fire from 86 on this mon? Ferrothorn against Diancie Mega. Maybe. There's a chance. Not a good one. Right, let's make a play, question mark? Is there any reason to make that play? Goes for Mystical Fire, okay. I mean, it's super obvious that I'm Choice Scarfed on this thing. It's like almost not even worth staying in. But am I really gonna triple switch right now? Kinda want to. Yeah, I think that was the correct play. Okay, so we're able to get in on this. Without its AV, this thing will still live my hit, right? Alamomola. Actually, that's 0, dude. Like, if I put Z-move on there and get rid of the AV, I do 46 to 54. That's crazy. Okay, so we do 34 with the Hurricane. I'm just trying to chip away at Mega Diancie right now. As out comes Za. We know that's Z-move, so does regular Stone Edge even kill? It could be banded, so I'm just going to assume yes. I don't know if that was banded, but I'm just going to U-turn here. I feel like this is a good play to go out into right now and just force progress with. I think I'm going to get a KO finally is the idea here. So yeah, this will get destroyed. It's going to get 2-hit KO'd. Yeah, no switch-ins, so... I literally just click it again there, get rid of the Alamomola. That's perfect. So, who comes out now? If Golden Go comes out, it lives, so I can't go for Mystical Fire. As tempting as that is, it's not a good idea. I don't know whether the... Well, it wasn't banded Zamazenta. I can't stay in this turn. Yes, they hope I do, and go for their never-ending nightmare. Now I just click U-turn. But I think I'm going to end up winning using Greninja, hopefully. So, this turn... I do like Intimidate being a factor, so let's go U. As I'm actually able to hang on, which is really nice. Goes hard, Great Tusk. Okay, so now they're going to Rapid Spin. Do I just let that happen? It's kind of annoying to just sack this off and let that happen, but I think I do. Because it puts them in range of Vacuum Wave, which is what I kind of need right now. Would they go hard Golden Go? And should I just Mystical Fire? No, they don't go hard Golden Go, so we make the right play. A Heavy Slam is scary, but I don't know if they have that. Your last 2 moves should be Close Combat Crunch on the Zamazenta, so it can't OHKO my Gardevoir. Diancie can't OHKO my Gardevoir, and I think Hyper Voice... How much do you do? Diancie... Mega... Okay, their Diamond Storm doesn't kill. I actually could, but it's very unlikely to. If I make my ability Pixelate, it does kill this. Do I go for that, though? Knowing that it puts me in range of Za. No, I don't. It would be really dumb to do that, I think. They go for Mystical Fire just to be able to do that into Diamond Storm. That's a good play. I would never actually stay in there, I don't think, so... Let's let them knock me out. Go Greninja here. I think just throw off a Surf. We do carry the Ice Beam too, so Dragonite can't really beat me. I would like to think that I could OHKO the Dragonite behind Multiscale. I don't know though, so we'll check. I mean, it could be like a Yachi Berry. That would be so random though. So Ice Beam at +1 special attack and Life Orb. It kills Multiscale Dragonite. Yeah, I just win the game with this. Nice. There we go. Greninja sweeps in the end. Finally. We had to do a lot of thinking to break this team, but thankfully we were able to figure it out. We have a Rain team. Okay, so if I want to break this down, I really do want to win with Greninja, but I think I have to use it as a breaker in this game, most likely. Let's lead Tornadus, as they lead off with Pelipper. Any chance you want to stay in? You shouldn't, but yeah, there's this. I know you're going for Volt Switch. Do I want to do something really careless and go Great Tusk? No, not really, as they do go for Thunderbolt, so I could have gone Great Tusk, but I don't even know if that was the better play. I can get up a Hazard with this, so that's probably more valuable. Let's get off a Knockoff as they go ahead and get up their Hazards, which makes sense. I think I'm just going to go Landorus here to try to get up my Hazards now. Let's taunt to prevent a Leech Seed, and then let's go for Rocks. I don't think they would switch out here, yeah, so they go ahead and try to Leech Seed. Now I can get up my Hazards. Do you have the Defog? Then you go for Knockoff. Okay, that's fine. This has to be a Defogger, right? Do you not have Defog on this team? There's no way. That would actually be crazy if you don't have Defog. So out comes this, but it doesn't break my Ferrothorn. But I need Ferrothorn for the water types too, so is it even worth going into? Goes for Devastating Drake, okay. I'm glad I kept Ferrothorn healthy. I think that's the more important part right now. Because in this spot, I can just go for Hyper Voice. They might Thunderclap for a bit of chip damage, but I don't really mind that at all. And then I'm hoping Ferrothorn can beat these Barraskewda and Swampert type Pokemon on their team. So it gets their chip off, which is a good play. We get our Hyper Voice kill. And out comes Barraskewda right now to click that flip turn. Alright. I see you. So I have a decision to make. Do I want to take the damage on Ferrothorn? They wouldn't close combat here, I don't think. I could Vacuum Wave to put this in range of Greninja Water Shuriken, but I'm not sure how much that helps me when Swampert isn't in range in the first place. You know what I think the correct play is? If they're going to flip turn, I go U. Because I have Heat Wave for Ferrothorn. Pelipper doesn't want to come in. Swampert doesn't want to come in. They could go Tornadus, I guess. Which for some reason doesn't have Defog. So out comes Pelipper. This has the Defog. Okay, so good play. But now you have to switch into our Hurricane on somebody. I'd like to think this dies, but I actually don't think it will. We'll still try, as it doesn't, of course, so unfortunate. We'll knock it out there. And, okay, how much is that at? 21. If I can get up Rocks again with my dead Rocker, then we can actually KO the Pelipper on entry. I wish. Let's try to sack this off and then go Ferrothorn, I think. I think I keep the Gardevoir, right? Just because outside of Rain, it's kind of good, and it might live a Hurricane from Tornadus. I don't even know. I think I sacked this off here. I don't need this mon anymore. This is tricky though. I don't really know what to do. I think I always go U. They're gonna flip turn into Tornadus here, or just hard switch. Yeah, which is able to deal with me pretty well. It's kind of looking bad now. Alright, I think I have a plan though. Maybe. Don't click knockoff. Okay, they knocked off, in fact. That was a knockoff, yeah. It's fine, though. I can dodge Hurricane. That's one game plan right now. And it's actually working. I was trying to get in Greninja and sack this off, but if this works out for the better, that's also really great for me. So they do finally get their KO. However, I'm just really hoping that I can knock out Barraskewda under Rain at +1 from that percent. I don't know if I do, but I kind of have to hope it does. Goes hard into this. Is this a roll at all? I gotta check. That's +1. I was about to say, what? So that was the max roll I just got, so I can't stay in. That actually takes so little damage, it's crazy. So I think here I got up the spike to make sure that the Barraskewda dies to Water Shuriken. And then if I can get Battle Bond off, then we win, right? So there's Tornadus. I think I spike up again, maybe? Potentially. No, I just power up here. I have enough damage. Their plan is to try to win before my Greninja wins. I want them to knock me out, so... Knock me out, please. Land the next Hurricane. Knock me out. Thank you. I think I win now. Because nobody dies to Hazard, so I'm going to get my Battle Bond, and I think I just sweep. Unless Barraskewda actually tanks it, but I don't think after 2 Hazards it will. I mean, if it does, right? There's nothing I can do about that. Please kill. It's +1 Life Orb under Rain. Oh, it'll kill, yeah, that's so dead. So we're gonna win this game in the end. Because Swampert can't live that. We have another one. It looks like I was wrong. I didn't have to use Greninja as a breaker. We did use it as the win con. So pretty happy about that. And this one right here, oh, this is a tough matchup. How do I break this team? Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to figure this one out, but I think Tornadus looks really good, obviously, getting knockoffs and Hurricanes off. I think I actually want to lead off with that. But yeah, I gotta weaken the Lopunny. Maybe we can go for an endgame with Greninja here if I can weaken Clef and Pex enough. I don't want to get Thunder Waved right away on this mon, so let's U-turn. Although, would it be Thunder Wave? I think I can't really afford to scout. I just have to go for knockoff and make progress with my Tornadus. Yeah, like right there, if I clicked U-turn, I would have just lost momentum. Whereas now I've knocked off the leftovers, which I value more. So, if it was Thunder Wave, it was Thunder Wave, is basically what I'm saying. They do get their ability going. Okay, Toxic was not the biggest deal on Tornadus, if I'm being honest. Do you not have Protect? Because if you don't have Protect, I feel like there's a chance I kill. Although what Gliscor doesn't run Protect? It actually doesn't even kill anyway. Okay, it does have Protect. Okay, I'm going to U-turn here. I don't want Tornadus getting too low or anything. This will be a hazard from them this turn. And who do I want to react with? Probably Ferrothorn to get up my hazards is the best play. Maybe they'll click like Toxic again, hoping I make a careless move into like Lando, but I'm not going to do that. Yes, they actually try that. Okay, so we just click Spikes now. Get up all of them. Force them to defog. That's really the goal for me here. Hard Heatran. Good play. I definitely would have done that too. We can trace Flash Fire. The only problem is I don't have a way to actually deal with this mon. Yeah, I mean, I could have gone Gardevoir, but I don't know. Felt a bit premature. Maybe they don't have defog on Gliscor. But surely they have defog on somebody. Like, it might be Scarf defog Lottie. If not, it's going to be defog Gliscor. So out comes this. We'll taunt here just to prevent the defog this time, if they have it. And also scout for whether they do. Yeah, they have defog. Okay, so they do have a way to remove hazards. So what's your attack? Are you Earthquake or knockoff on that attack slot? I need to prevent this defog, so... who do I go out into? I think they're kind of realizing that they're in an annoying spot. However, okay, they end up going Pex. Don't like this a ton because I don't think Gardevoir kills. I'm still going to go Gardevoir here and hope they get scared out. I just wish I had like Psychic instead of Psyshock because I don't think Psyshock will kill this. As out comes Heatran. I don't think I ever just spam Vacuum Wave here. The correct play is to... I mean, I could. How healthy is Toxapex at 70? I don't have switch-ins. I'm just going to spam Vacuum Wave as they're missing. That's really nice. I wish I had other moves to hit this, but I don't. Okay, they do land their attack there. I just hope they don't have Protect, too, on top of all of this. But they will, knowing this team. Okay, they do just land 2 Magma Storms. Alright, we're going for game. Forget it. I don't really see another chance, so it's now. Although, like, I don't think it's gonna win, is the problem. Out comes Clefable, which is Magic Guard. That's not too big of a deal. I can go Tornadus here as they Moonblast, and I think I'll just try to throw off Z-move, but that gives them the Defog. Yeah, I don't know if we can win. Like, they even lived too, which is just horrible. I think what I can try to do is... Well, they have Fake Out Mega Lopunny, so they're going to get their Defog off now. Anything I can do about this? Not particularly. I guess try to get the hazards back up and win with Greninja after. Let's just try that. As out comes Heatran. Okay, this is actually fine. I do like that I have damage on this right now. I'm just gonna let you knock me out and go for it, honestly. Yeah, I'm clicking Dark Pulse. Goes Pex. I gotta get a flinch right now. That's really my game plan. I know it's like the worst game plan ever, but I don't have another play, so... As they get their Toxic off. Yeah, we're gonna go to forfeit right there. That team is just annoying. I mean, like... I definitely should have maybe played Gardevoir better and not spammed Vacuum Wave, but I didn't want to sacrifice momentum against the Heatran, which I didn't have good switch-ins to anyway, so... I don't know, maybe I would rework this team a little bit to have better things for... just really bulky builds, as well as Zapdos teams. Zapdos gave me a lot of trouble in one of the games. I think we still ended up winning that one, but yeah, for now, if you're going to run this, I would definitely not try it in like top 500. If you're working your way up to top 500 and you want a Scarf Great Tusk team, maybe give it a try, but it was still a lot of fun, and I think we still went positive. We went like 4-3, so not horrible, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Later.